Hey ladies and gentlemen, we've got another episode of On Par coming up for you, and today we've got a very special guest coming from the city that I call home, Westfield, Indiana. We want to welcome our mayor, my mayor, Scott Willis.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. Hey, I'm glad that you're out here today. I love the way that our city has a passion for sports and entertainment, and I just want to be able to share that with the people so that they can hear about just this great place. I've always talked about how Indiana golf is a wonderful thing, but I've got a special place for it here in Hamilton County, and especially in Westfield. So you ready to play a couple of holes with me?
I'm ready. Just don't
All right.
beat me up too bad.
Let's get it going. We're gonna play a scramble today. We're just gonna do 3 holes. Me and Mayor Scott are gonna try to stay on par. Let's go.
When we come together, you know who we are. If you don't know, now you know. We're on par.
So we're playing at Lakeside Golf Course. We've got a pretty simple one here, 130 away. I'm gonna hit a 9-iron. And let's just see if I can move us down some.
So have you ever hit such a wild shot that you broke something inside one of these bays, or?
I've got a funny video. I actually put that up with this so everybody can see it again. Never break anything in this wonderful place, 5 Wood Flats in Carmel, but I have broken one of my clubs. On my own back. It's a hilarious video, actually. All right, 9-iron, 130 away. Let's see if I can get close. First swing of the day. Oh no. Well, that is not the way we want to start.
You're trying
out.
to make me feel good.
Good thing we're in the scramble. What do you want to try to hit with there, man?
I'm gonna do an 8-iron because I have had multiple shoulder and bicep surgeries, and I don't get around like I used to. So we'll see how that goes. That would have been the swing right there.
You got it. Stay out of there.
Get
okay.
out.
Okay. Well, way to go. Way to save me on that one.
But neither of us are on. That's the problem.
Hey, we can still pull a par off from this one. Could you tell me what role you see sports like golf playing in the continued growth of Hamilton County and Westfield?
Well, certainly in Westfield. I mean, Graham Park is the elephant in every room we enter, and sports is a very important part of our economy and what we're trying to do here in our city. But golf in particular, if you look at the local high school, both our boys and our girls team have a very competitive golf program. A lot of that's centered around that we have 2 major country club golf course communities that has really elevated the game of golf in Westfield. So I see golf as kind of that next step, and it starts with Live Golf Tournament. We just announced, gosh, what was it now? A few months ago, back in 2024 in November, that Live is coming to Westfield. It's going to be here in 2025 and 2026. Might get them in 2027. We have a 3rd-year option potential. But I think that's just going to elevate even more the game of golf in our community. Not to mention from an international standpoint, it's going to certainly grow the name and the brand of our city, Westfield.
I love that you have that foresight, that the city has that foresight. One of the places that I love to go golf here in this community is the Woodwind Golf Course. Our city went ahead and was actually made a purchase of Woodwind. Is there plans to go on with Woodwind moving forward?
Yes, so Woodwind has kind of been, I want to say neglected, but certainly there's not been a lot of investment in that golf course over the last decade or so. It is now a profitable golf course, so when the city stepped in and bought it, the plan has always been to take the profits out of the golf course, which right now is $300,000 to $400,000 annually, and to take that money and reinvest it back into the golf course. We're also going to make some capital investments as well. We've already invested in an entirely new sprinkler system. We've ordered some new lawn equipment. But we're looking at some projects, like for one, we're going to totally renovate the clubhouse and modernize that. We're looking at a new place to store the golf carts because right now it's in a barn. That's 18th century or 19th century barn. We're looking at potential simulators, a driving range. You know, when the golf course was changed, it got rid of the driving range. I'd like to find a way to bring it back. And then we have a new residential development that's getting ready to happen on the eastern boundary of the golf course. And we're gonna add 3 new holes. And one of those holes is gonna be a par 3 with an island on a lake with an island green that's gonna be really, really cool. So I'm super excited about what that's gonna mean for the golf course.
Man, that sounds amazing. Honestly, I love that course, and one thing I can say 100%, Mr. Mayor, is that I love the guys who work there. Kevin and Elliot are great and the entire
guys.
staff.
That's
so
right.
It's a gym. All right, we're definitely going to take Mayor's shot, and hopefully I can get us the rest of the way there. Let's try to get a par out of here, okay? Let's make something happen here. Come on, come on.
Nice.
Okay, well, at least we got a putt for it.
You can at least
Probably
putt
get
for
a little
something,
bit better.
right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can beat that here. That might have been too much.
No, that looks good. That looks good.
Whoa! There we go.
Woo! Hey.
My back's getting a little sore here. I mean, come on.
Oh, man. Wow.
The short game is my strength.
I definitely see why you're going to bring a simulator. Whoa.
Somehow I have a feeling if that was on regular grass, that probably would not have ended the same way.
All right, let's get out of this first one with a par. Yeah.
Shot gimme, nice.
Very good, very good. Okay. All right, I've got to pull some weight here. Goodness.
Hey, well, at least we parred it, right? Isn't that the name of the game here? On par?
On par. All right, let's see. We got 110 away. Going to take a pitching wedge. And come on, let's get a good swing here. All right.
That's a good one right there.
Come on, get there.
Get up there, get up there.
Get there.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I can golf. It's amazing.
That's a great shot.
Well, thank you.
So this is a pitching wedge?
Yep.
So I'm gonna need one more up. I'm gonna need a 9.
9 iron, okay. Here you go.
There we go. That went to the right. Way to the right and short. Well, we're definitely not using mine.
Okay. That's why we're scrambling.
Tell you, with the weather the way it is, I need to get out and actually start playing a little bit.
Yes.
Get a head start on the year.
I cannot wait to get out there. You talked a little bit about Live coming to Chatham Hills. Obviously, the Live crowd brings lots and lots of people. Right now, I think they're over in Hong Kong maybe or somewhere else.
So, that's right.
So does the city have any plans on what they're going to do to support all of the influx of people that'll be here for the tournament in August?
Yeah, it was a funny question. I was meeting with Greg Norman and his team as we were ramping up negotiations around Live, and he asked me, can the city handle 25 to 30,000 people in our community for a weekend? I just kind of chuckled. I'm like, we do that every weekend with Grand Park. This isn't new to us. So there's some challenges associated with getting that volume of people into Chatham Hills. It's a kind of a slightly improved road that leads back to the clubhouse. So we're gonna have to be strategic in where we park everybody and how we shuttle them in. Liv will run the shuttling services associated with that, but the city is weighing in where we're gonna park everybody. I think we got a great strategy to get everybody into the golf course, but it's certainly going to create some challenges just around all that traffic coming in for a very specific set of time. Unlike the PGA, it's a rolling start. It's like a scramble, golf scramble. So they'll all be teeing off at the same time, and so all the fans are going to arrive and depart the area around the same time period. So that's something we'll have to deal with.
You know, a very funny thing, Mayor. So I went to Indiana State University. And when I was
Sycamore.
when I was going to Indiana State, the Colts were actually at Rolls-Holman.
That's right.
And now I currently work at Anderson University. And when I started working at Anderson University, the Colts went to Anderson University. So I was like, you know what? When I heard they were going to leave, I'm like, I'm finally going to get away from the Colts. And then sure enough, they moved right here to Westfield for their training camp. This is the one thing I can definitely say about it. Of the 3 places that I've experienced the traffic, there have been times I didn't notice that Colts camp was going on.
Yeah,
and I live right over there by Woodwind. So I definitely want to say that I think Grand Park is very well designed to handle things. But just when Grand Park itself, is there any event coming up that you're excited about that you kind of want to highlight for the year?
We've just announced here recently, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, that FIFA is also potentially coming to Westfield. They won't be playing any games or any rounds here in Westfield, but they have these base camps set up for all the countries who will bring teams into North America for the tournament. And Westfield has been picked as a premier base camp destination for FIFA. I think there was a total of 24 communities that were selected. Westfield was one of them, but there'll be upwards of 48 or 68 countries coming in. So it's not a guarantee, but statistically speaking, I like our odds. And what that would mean is that the team, their national media, their fan base would all flow into Westfield and basically call us home during the duration of their time in the World Cup, or at least until they got to the final group. So we're really excited about that. You know, soccer is truly the premier international sport. It's really picking up in Indiana with Indy 11 and the potential of an MLS team. And I'm just excited about what that can mean for the sport, for Grand Park, and then also for Westfield. You know, in 2026, we're going to have FIFA, the Colts, and then Live all back to back to back within a 3-month time period in our city. When you think of a city the size of Westfield, that's just unbelievable to have 2 international sporting events and then America's most popular sport, football, all happening at the same time.
That's amazing. Well, now we need to be like a couple of Live players and sink this putt.
We need to sink it.
Let's get it done.
So they show you the line.
It's very nice that they do show you the line with this one. And this has 2 versions. So it's got the E6 Connect software and Apex. Apex software actually has 51 Indiana courses on it.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Hopefully one day Woodwind will be one of those courses.
I'm definitely working on it. All right, let's get this putt in. 24-foot putt. Let's sink this in. A little too much. Little too much.
So I'm assuming you hit through that break because I'm surprised that the line of that went through.
I did.
I'm gonna look here. So it's 24 feet. Boy, it's so hard to judge it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Haven't putted at all this year, so I'm gonna preface it before this thing gets ugly. Didn't hit it hard enough.
Getting 5.
Did I
Okay.
get within 5?
Nope.
6 feet.
Wait, I have them set to 10 though. I think that might be enough.
Is that enough
They're
to
gonna
get
give
us
us the gimme? Let's see.
Yes.
Still
All right,
on
we'll
par.
take it. We'll take it.
All right, still on par. So we got 126 away for this one. I'm definitely going to hit a 9-iron here.
I haven't got much elevation under my irons yet. I'm not quite swinging it right.
It's still early in the year. We'll be all ready where we need to be soon enough. All right, 126 away. Come on.
That looks good.
Go, go, go.
Get up there. Nice.
Okay.
That's a nice hit.
Why, thank you.
I'll take an 8. All right, thank you, sir. Well, I got the height, but I went to the right. And I left it short.
All right.
All right.
All right, we're still going to be putting, so we can actually get out of here on par. We can do
We
it.
can birdie this. 15
birdie
feet. Doesn't look like there's a ton. Maybe let me take that back. That does have a little bit of movement, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that one's going to be a little bit tricky, but I think we can make it
I
happen.
bet it's gonna be fast too.
I've got one more question about Grand Park. Over the years living here, I've heard so many different rumors of things. I remember I heard about it possibly being a space museum. So many different plans for the newest section, and I've heard some things have been finalized on what's actually going to go into the newest section of Grand Park. So what's going there, and can you tell me what you're excited about?
Several things, and you hit the nail on the head. Yes, a space center is coming to Grand Park. It's going to be on the eastern boundary of the park. So you know where Tomlinson Road is, on the opposite side, the eastern side of that. Grand Universal, which will be the world's largest planetarium, is coming to Westfield, and that will start later this fall, construction on it. And it's going to be not only a planetarium, but a place where you can feel like you're inside of a rocket ship. If you know what's happening in the space world right now, we're getting ready to enter another space race to not only get to Moon and colonize Moon, but also moving on into Mars. And they're going to have cameras, and you'll be sitting in a room, almost like a virtual reality room with these high-tech screens. You're going to be able to sit on a chair or a bean bag, and you're going to be able to look up into that and feel like you're on the rocket as it takes off and goes to the moon. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. It's going to have a Mars colony on it. If you want to live on Mars for 3 or 4 days, a long weekend, they'll have that set up. It's going to be an unbelievable piece for our residents and for future tourists that will come into Westfield. But then inside the park, we're going to have a new village, or what we're calling a Grand Park Sports District or Entertainment District. And in that, we're looking to bring in office space, mixed-use development that will have people living on the campus of Grand Park. And then also we'll have a spine that runs from the Events Center all the way to the south past 186th Street. It's going to be lined with shops and restaurants, so that when you come into the park, instead of getting in a car and trying to go down the road to grab a quick bite to eat in between games, there's going to be bars, restaurants, shopping, anything and everything that you would need while you're in Grand Park is going to be right there on the campus, so you'll never have to leave. And then we're also looking at potentially a trolley system that's going to cart people from the hotel areas into the park, so we can hopefully tamp down some of the congestion that happens in Westfield during tournament weekend. So I'm really excited about where this is going to take our city.
Obviously, we have such great coffee shops, small businesses. Me, I'm a person who loves to go to the Rivet every single time.
Love the Rivet.
And I just appreciate the way that the city supports small business. Are there any projects just that you have going on that you just want to tell everybody about with the city? It doesn't have to be sports related, even though that's what we love here.
Well, when you talk about small businesses, let's tie it all into sports in Grand Park. One of the buildings that we're going to have on Grand Park is going to be a sports tech hub. And what we're trying to lure in is businesses in the business of sports. So whether it's an AI company or a sports nutrition or sports science company that can benefit from all the activity happening at Grand Park, all the games, all the athletes there for the variety of sports that's played there, you can plant your flag there. The city will probably do a master lease on the space so we can lure in small businesses that can't go out and buy something day one here in Hamilton County. And we can help bring them in and innovate their products with the hope as they hit it big, they'll continue to expand and grow here in Westfield. So I'm super excited about it. Again, we want to be a community about youth sports and sports in general. And that includes not only just playing the game, but also feeding the athletes that come in and benefit from Grand Park.
Let's go ahead and get this birdie.
You're gonna get it right here so I don't have to putt.
I'm gonna try to. All right, it's virtual, but I'm gonna line it up. Okay, it's downhill, so I don't really have to hit it 15 feet. 4 inches downhill, that's gonna roll. All right.
Boy, you didn't hit that very hard, and it rolled.
Yeah, you don't need
But you're
much.
inside. I think we're good.
Let's see
So
if
we
you
got
can
at least
go
a par, right?
We at least
Can't
stayed
leave it
on
short.
par, but can we get the bird? Go.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I didn't think I had the
Great
steam,
putt
and then it
at
just
it.
kept rolling, but I didn't have the right angle, right line. Darn it. That was
great
close.
putt at it. Well, we're definitely going to take the 15 inches. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I got the right partner
We on par.
because we stayed on par.
There you go.
All right, Mayor Scott, thank you so much for coming out. And on behalf of the other guys who aren't here today, we all got 9 to 5s, JR, Greg, and Velt. We just want to thank you for being on the show and thank you for the work that you continue to do in Westfield. We are looking forward to the Live Golf Tournament, and the guys know they're going to see us at Woodwind, so we'll be there immediately. Everybody, I want to thank you for watching this episode. Continue to check out our partners. You can buy our merch. That helps us to continue to make more content like this for you. Until the next time you see us, keep living that golf life. As always, keep God first, optimism second, building your legacy while having fun. Till next time, stay on par. Peace. Thank you again.
Absolutely.